Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Elise from the Crunchy Ginger. Let's make lip balm. Today I want to show you how to make my favorite Nourishing lip balm. This is a super easy DIY project. It's only going to take you a few minutes, and I'm going to give you the ratio as well as the specific measurements to make one 10 milliliter pot of lip balm. But the great thing is you can scale this up or scale it down for whatever your needs are. If you're making these for gifts, or if you just want to like stockpile them, or if you're like me and you need like a chapstick for like the car and your diaper bag and your purse and your nightstand and your bathroom and your makeup bag and your pocket and your coat and like your extra purse, this will allow you to make as many as you need for a fraction of the cost of what it takes to buy a natural lip balm at the store. What I'm going to do is use a small kitchen scale. If you don't have a kitchen scale, you can also measure out these ingredients. Just know that some of them are a little bit finicky to kind of get in and out of like the teaspoon or whatever. So I find that an inexpensive scale works really great for all these DIY beauty projects. Okay, so in order to make our balm, you're going to need either a double boiler or a small saucepan with, this has got about an inch or so of water, just kind of at a simmer. I've had it heating up here, in a heat-proof bowl. I have this little steel bowl that I just kind of use for all of my homemade beauty care products. It just makes the cleanup a little easier. So you set it right on the heat there. It's going to heat it from below, and you're going to put, this is 2 grams of beeswax, and I like to use these little pellets because they're easier to measure and they melt faster. 2 grams of solid coconut oil. Like I said, I'm making 1 container, so these are really small amounts. You can scale it up easily if you like. Here's 2 grams of my solid butter. I'm using Shea butter. And 4 grams of my sunflower oil. You can also use another carrier oil if you like. So that's 1 part wax, 1 part coconut oil, 1 part solid butter, and 2 parts liquid carrier oil. I'm making this for a pot. If you want to make it for like a tube, I would increase the amount of beeswax. I wouldn't necessarily put this in a tube because it's going to be a little bit soft for that. So you're going to stir these together gently. It's going to melt really, really fast. This is already completely melted. From this point, we're going to remove this from the heat, and we're going to work kind of quickly here because this will cool off really fast, especially in this small quantity. Be careful not to get any water in your balm. I'm going to put a little dish towel under this. Here's a tip. Leave your heat on just in case this starts to solidify. That way you can throw it back on really quickly if you need to melt it back down. It's pretty forgiving that way. I'm just going to do 1 drop of vitamin E oil. This is going to come out really quickly, so I'm just going to kind of do just a teeny little drop. Whoop, there we go. There's a drop of that. And I'm going to do 2 drops of my peppermint essential oil. Let's see here. 1, 2. I'm going to stir this together gently. Yep, and I can see it's already starting to solidify here. So I'm going to work pretty quickly. Move this out of the way. Here is my container. And all we do is just pour it right in. Let this cool on the counter for a few minutes until it starts to get a little bit solid. You can let it completely cool on the counter if you like. I'm going to pop mine in the fridge so it hardens up really quickly. And then when it's completely cool, you put the cap on and you're good to go. All right, friends. So there you have it. Your quick and easy Nourishing lip balm without all the nasty ingredients, made exactly how you like it. It's amazing. It feels amazing. It tastes amazing. We can stick them in all of our pockets and all of our purses and bags. You can have as many of these as you like. As promised, here is my favorite way to store it. In a contact lens case. If you wear contacts, you know that you get one of these every single time you buy a bottle of solution. I don't know why they do that because nobody needs to replace their contact case that often, but this is like the perfect little receptacle. There's like a ½ teaspoon capacity in each side. This slips perfectly in your pocket. It slips perfectly in your bag. And I get the funniest looks whenever I pop this thing out to like put a little lip balm somewhere. It's a great conversation starter, and it's a great way to upcycle cycle. And so you don't have to buy all these containers. You may already have some of these or know somebody who does. If you make extra more than you need, I like to keep my extra just in a little Tupperware like this. And then you can see I kind of just break off a little bit whenever I need to refill my containers. Melt it just like this, pour it right in my container, and you're good to go. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope that you love your Nourishing lip balm. For me, I love using this as a lip balm, but I also love using it as a cuticle cream, and in a pinch, I just put it on my whole hands as a dry hand salve. Let me know in the comments below if this worked for you. If you have other combinations or essential oils that you love to add to flavor, let me know. I'm sure other people would love to hear about it too. If you want to know more about this recipe or other tips and tricks to save a little money and live a little greener, head on over to thecrunchyginger.com. Follow me on Instagram or on Facebook at The Crunchy Ginger. I'm on Pinterest, The Crunchy Ginger. Find me somewhere. I'd love to connect with you. Thank you so much for watching.